This is No One from Nowhere, and you are, and I am a spirit of God. Today I want to talk to you about Enki, the DNA serpent of the Kundalini, 7 chakras, life, wisdom, pineal gland, and also sexual transmutation. Starting yesterday, I started spring cleaning, and I saw a snake that was exactly 3.14 meters long. It's called a python. All videos are meant to educate you and help enhance your personal, sacred, spiritual experience. Enki, according to Wikipedia, is a Sumerian god of water, god of creation, intelligence, crafts, seawater, lake water, fertility, semen, magic, and mischief. He was later known as Ea in Akkadian. He is known for the constellation of Askeku and also called the Star of Ea and the Square of Pegasus. Beginning around the 2nd millennium BCE, he was sometimes referred to in writing by the numeric number 40, occasionally referred to as his sacred number. In Sumerian, Ea means the house of water, and it has been suggested that this was originally the name for a shrine of the god of Eridu, but it also has been suggested that the original non-anthropomorphic divinity at Eridu was not Enki but Abzu. The emergence of Enki as the divine lover of Ninhursag and the divine battle between the younger Ajiji divinities and Abzu saw the Abzu, the underground waters of the aquifer, became the place in which the foundation of the temple were built. It is likely that Ea is the Sumerian short form for the Lord of Water, as Enki is the god of water, and Ab in Abzu also means water. Considered the master shaper of the world, god of wisdom, and of all magic, Enki was characterized as the lord of the Abzu and the freshwater, sea, or groundwater located within the earth. Enki subsequently sets up his home in the depths of the Abzu. Enki thus takes on all of the functions of the Abzu, including his fertilizing powers as Lord of the Waters and Lord of Semen. Benito states, with Enki, it is an interesting change of gender symbolism. The fertilizing agent is also water. Sumerian A and Ab, which also means semen. It is an evocative passage in the Sumerian hymn. Enki stands at the empty riverbeds and fills them with his fertilizing water or semen. Here's biblical proof of the 7 chakras, also the 7 Pleiades, the 7 Kundalini. Remember, as above, so below, or as in or on earth as it is in heaven. The 7 gold lampstands, the 7 churches, the 7 stars are the 7 Pleiades, the 7 chakras, the 7 Kundalini centers, which are controlled by King Anu by the means of the 7 spirits of God, or the 7 Sabeti Anunnaki gods. Revelation 1:20. This is the meaning of the mystery of the 7 stars you saw in my right hand and the 7 gold lampstands. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands are the 7 churches. Remember, as above, so below. Enki, the serpent of life and wisdom. The caduceus is one of the most ancient of symbols. You might best know this symbol as the DNA structure in healing used by the medical profession, pictured here. Since ancient Mesopotamia, the caduceus represented 2 serpents intertwined, the central nervous system around a staff, the spinal column, with the wings as the swan. On either side, the 2 hemispheres of the brain, and with the circle in the center representing the pineal gland or the central sun and psychic center within. It also symbolized the Kundalini energy. This was originally the symbol of the Anunnaki Syrian creator god, Ea or Enki. He was the chief of the magicians, the one who knows, and infamous for being the serpent of the Garden of Eden who created life forms in test tubes 500,000 years ago with his half-sister Ninhursag at the suggestion of his son Marduk to create humans to be the workers for the gods. The symbol is also based upon the winged globe for the planet Nibiru, the symbol of the royal Anunnaki family. The symbol of the caduceus was later transferred to one of Enki's counterparts, Thoth, or Ningasida, the healing god, and then to others of his family because it was code for the bloodline of Enki's heritage. From this symbol of the serpent, the power was transferred to the symbol of the dragon, who continued to hold the knowledge. The dragon is divine. This is one reason why we say we are of divine heritage. We definitely see a version of the caduceus as the winged solar disk in ancient Egypt, which incorporated the knowledge of one's divinity and eternal soul in the third eye chakra, pictured here, along with the traditional knowledge of what it stood for. Next, Woman's Encyclopedia of Myths and Secrets under Kundalini. Tantric image of the female serpent coiled in the lowest chakra of the human body, in the pelvis. An aim of Tantric yoga was to realize Kundalini by certain exercises and meditations such as Yona Mudra, contraction of the perineal muscles, training men to suppress ejaculation. If Kundalini could be induced to uncoil and mount through the spinal chakras to the brain, the adept would experience the bliss of her emergence as the 1,000-petaled lotus from the top of the head, which meant union of the self with the infinite. Tibetan lamas still consider the most secret, sacred mantra the one that awakens the sleeping Kundalini and causes her to rise. Besides foods, staying away from bad habits including drugs and alcohol is one of the best forms is meditation. The sexual suppression training by men of the mastermind thought of suppression by men of ejaculation is definitely covered by yourself, but is the key, one of the keys to the next part of sexual transmutation and success in doing so. Meditation in Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 23:1-3. The Lord Enki is my shepherd. I have all that I need. Enki lets me rest down in green meadows. He lets and leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my soul. Personally, I am constantly detoxing with apple cider vinegar, lemon water, all kinds of citric fruits and greens. To be honest, we are what we think and what we eat. Your pineal gland is the wireless system to the gods through your 7 chakras. Even Jesus Christ thought so. He said in Matthew 6:22-23, your eye, or pineal gland, is like a lamp that provides light for your body, or 7 chakras, through your pineal gland crown. Why your eye is healthy, your whole body is filled with light. But Jesus warns when your eye or pineal gland is unhealthy, your whole body is filled with darkness. So he says, if you're doing things that are good for yourself, like eating right, taking care of your temple of God, you will be in the spiritual light. You will be more aware if your pineal gland is clean. This next segment will be by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, under the mystery of sexual transmutation. If you can tame your inner serpent of Kundalini by suppressing your ejaculation, you may be able to be like others that have went before you that have used this theory and transmuted sexual energy. One is George Washington, Napoleon Bonaparte, William Shakespeare, Abraham Lincoln, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, Sigmund Freud, Woodrow Wilson, and Donald Trump. Happiness is found in doing, not merely in possessing. The mystery of sex transmutation. The meaning of the word transmute is in simple language, the changing or transferring of one element or form of energy into another, or alchemy. The emotions of sex brings into being a state of mind. Because of ignorance on the subject, the state of mind is generally associated with the physical, and because of improper influences to which most people have been subjected in acquiring knowledge of sex, things essentially physical having highly biased the mind. The emotions of sex has back of its possibility of three constructive potentials. They are the perpetuation of mankind. 2 is the maintenance of health as a therapeutic agency. It has no equal. And 3 is the transformation of mediocrity into genius through transmutation. Sex transmutation is simple and easily explained. It means the switching of the mind from thoughts, physical expression, to thoughts of some other nature. Sexual desire is the most powerful of human desires. This next part reminded me of Enki, kind of. A river may be dammed and its water controlled for a time, but eventually it will force an outlet. The same is true of the emotion of sex. It may be submerged and controlled for a time, but its very nature causes it to be ever seeking means of expression. If it is not transmuted into some creative effort, it will find a less worthy outlet. Period. I have always imagined Jesus Christ and Enki and the 7 sages of priests of Enki being yoga masters of their mind, body, and spiritual 7 chakras. A relationship with the divine energy source is a one-on-one relationship. This is precisely why I'm grateful to be a wrestler growing up, because it does not matter what the coach or players say off the mat. The match is on you. And same goes with your relationship with any of the gods or the creator of all, or whomever it is you call the divine source. This is exactly why Jesus says how to pray in Matthew 6:6. But when you pray, go away by yourself, shut the door behind you, and pray to the Father in private. Then your Father who sees everything will reward you. So Jesus says to meditate one-on-one and pray to your Father in heaven. I do highly recommend to always remaining calm, forgive others, and be in check with mastering your positive and negative thoughts, and filter dump the negative. You don't want too much baggage. I love you so much, and so does Enki and the other Anunnaki gods, because they made you perfect in their unique, one-of-a-kind way. I leave you with a personal favorite. Genesis 1:31. Then the Lord God Enki, God of creation, looked over all he had made, and he saw that it was very good. And this means you. Please unlock your tree of life. I love you so much. Peace and love.